After the guns fell silent in April 1865, at the end of the Civil War, communities across the North held grand parades to welcome home the returning heroes, while officials gave speeches praising the courage of the soldiers who had saved the Union. And then the veterans were left to move on with their lives. But it wasn't easy. They needed to find work, and 1 in 13 surviving Civil War soldiers returned home missing limbs. Approximately 1 in 4 soldiers that went to war never returned home, leaving behind widows and orphans with little support. In response, veterans organized the Grand Army of the Republic, with the aim to exert pressure on Congress to provide the benefits that the veterans believed they were owed. But even though the G.A.R. had a political purpose, it also had a mission to preserve the bonds built between the soldiers over those years of hardship and fighting, to care for needy and disabled comrades, and to provide support and education for soldiers, orphans, and for the maintenance of their widows. Furthermore, the G.A.R. was a patriotic voice that encouraged allegiance to the United States and respect for its Constitution. The chapter in Litchfield was named for Frank Daggett, a lieutenant in the 6th Minnesota Volunteer Infantry and a local newspaper publisher who had died just a few years earlier. During the war, he commanded 2 African-American artillery regiments. When he returned home, he was joined by an African-American soldier named Albert Van Spence. Spence became a member of Litchfield's G.A.R., making the post unique, since most were segregated. Although the post was established in July 1883, members did not have a hall to store their records or to serve as a meeting place. In 1885, the group found a location for a permanent building on Marshall Avenue next to Central Park. Gilbert Phelps drew up the plans for the building, while the Henry Ames Brickyard supplied the brick. It was completed by the end of the year. The hall quickly became a center for social activity in the community, and nearly every veteran in Meeker County was a member. At its center was the meeting room, with its walls lined with pictures of its members. An elaborate kerosene lift chandelier hung from the ceiling. Recognizing that one day every Civil War veteran would pass away, the G.A.R. post deeded the building to the city with an agreement that would allow the veterans group to continue to use it. Litchfield was responsible for maintaining the structure even after the G.A.R. faded into history. In 1949, the Litchfield chapter disbanded. You are encouraged to visit the museum, where you can step back in time in the almost unchanged meeting room. The Society also has other exhibits as well as a research library. Litchfield's G.A.R. Hall is one of the best preserved in the United States, and it remains a monument to those who served during the Civil War.